Maybe you'll think before you suck up on somebody, and don't pick a lawyer like Scott Baldwin who likes to sue people, you know?
Yeah, well, the only thing I regret is that I didn't land more than one punch. So what do you say? Ditch these cuffs, do your old buddy a favor, and let me go free?
Damn it, I am doing you a favor by talking to you like this, because next time it could be through the bars of a cell. Out.
Okay, I have to do this, Scott. I need to see if
Okay,
it's broken.
I'll again.
Okay, it's not broken, and you're lucky it's not.
Yeah, but I didn't deserve to get sucker punched by your boyfriend.
Okay. Cody Bell is not my boyfriend. And from what I heard, he had a score to settle with you.
I've never seen that guy before in my life until he punched me. And this whole Dominique, this cockamamie story, if Dominique had another kid out there before Serena, she would have told me about him.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, because we shared everything.
Perhaps you didn't know her as well as you thought.
We've always been honest with each other, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, so why don't you be honest with me right now and tell me, how long have you been hunting down Scott Baldwin? Is that the real reason why you stuck around town?
Dante, I swear, I didn't come to Port Charles for anything other than a paycheck. I mean, the surprise bonus was reuniting with you.
Oh, come on, Cody. You had to know you'd run into Baldwin at some point in time, right?
If I was sticking around town to have it out with Baldwin, don't you think I would have made it happen sooner? I didn't even know who Scott Baldwin was a few months ago. And believe me, when I found out who he was and what he did to me, I didn't want to have anything to do with that piece of trash. Today, when he's standing right in front of me, that smug grin on his face, I just kept thinking about everything that I'd heard and how he'd taken everything that was rightfully mine, and I just got so mad. I'm sorry, man, I couldn't stop myself.
Okay, back. How did you get to this point in your life and not be aware that Scott Baldwin stole something from you?
I didn't know about Baldwin because I didn't even know that Dominic Stanton was my mom.
Okay, how did you find that out?
I heard it from a dead woman.
Dominique and I, we have no secrets. I mean, if she had a son out there, I would have found him, and I would have had him live with us. I would never have turned my back on him.
I know you want to believe in Dominique, but if you shared everything, why would she go to her grave without telling you about Cody? What would have motivated her to stay silent?
Come on, Mother. People stay silent for lots of reasons. Sometimes it's because they don't trust people, or sometimes they're so afraid of something they've kept inside, they just can't face it.
And sometimes we're brave and we don't even know it. Maybe it wasn't so much that Dominique was keeping a secret from you. What if she was trying to protect you?
Maybe she was trying to protect her son.
Don't you get it, Dante? My whole life could have been different. I grew up in the shadow of Serenity. It was originally owned by the Stanton family. The Bells, who I thought were my real parents, they lived in the caretaker's cottage. It's where I learned how to ride horses. It's also where I learned that I'd never amount to more in life than being a cook's son. Now, the love of horses, that came naturally to me. The other lesson never stuck. I grew up hearing all these stories about this house on the hill where the beautiful Dominique and her shady husband, Leopold Taub, once lived.
Okay, it's an interesting story, but how does Scott Baldwin fit in?
Dominique's marriage to Leopold Taub was not a love match. He was a social climber. Stanton's represented everything he wasn't.
Leopold Taub, why does that name sound familiar?
Leopold Taub and César had certain dealings.
Cody's father and my father?
Well, the Bells knew that Leopold was a bad man because he was cruel to the horses. Apparently, he was even crueler to his wife. It was sad, but it was just a story. Until
what?
a few months ago, I got that call that you never want to get. My mom, the woman I thought was my mom, was dying. And so I had to drop everything, head home to say goodbye.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks. I was bouncing from job to job, so it was easy to drop everything. But yeah, I came home to that sad little caretaker cottage, and I was right beside her when she took her last breath.
Again, I'm sorry. But at least you got to say goodbye.
Yeah, before I did, she took my hand and she told me that she couldn't die before she told me the truth. She didn't give birth to me. My birth mother was the beautiful and very wealthy Dominique Stanton.